Just out here with my Cummins. New location, Cranbrook, BC, Canada. Just got a new shop, as you can see here. Way bigger than the last one. A little bit better location too, and more parking, so I can get like my truck here, my trailer, another truck parked in front of the door, and then another two here, which is more than my last shop already, which I'm pretty stoked about. And then I'm the end shop, so I don't have a neighbor, which is a big deal, and I can put all my random shit back here, maybe make a big steel rack, so that's gonna be pretty cool too. And here, we'll go inside and I'll show you what we got going on. We're just gonna work on a welder this morning here. I'm not even really set up yet. Got this sweet 3rd gen here. Needs some of my tunes. What do you got on, an edge on it right now? Yeah, we need to get rid of that. Do some custom tuning on it. It's a pretty sweet looking truck though. And we got this welder in here we're gonna work on today. I don't know, it's got some issues where it's not fueling correctly. If you choke it with your hand, it'll kind of run, but otherwise it just dies. Alright, we got the battery charger hooked up. Just fire it up here and I'll see what it does. Choke is frozen. Oh, we're gonna need some choke. We're gonna get a heat gun. Alright, I got the choke freed up now, so we'll give it another go. Well, I just found out this fuel pump thing here, it was leaking here. This clamp was taken off, so the suction side of the fuel could have been getting air in it, so that alone wouldn't be very good. You see, this thing just works off crankcase vacuum. Not a very great setup. I'd rather replace it with like an electric pump if I could. We'll fire it up again and we'll see how it goes this time. I think it has a vacuum leak between the carburetor and the engine, because it's just getting too much air. You can see it's fine if I choke it down, but then there's just too much air there for the fuel. So either there's a fuel delivery issue or we have a big vacuum leak. So I'm gonna poke around a little bit and see what I can find here. This thing could be clogged up a bit. Apparently the carb was rebuilt, but who knows how good a job they did, so we'll see. It's definitely getting too much air. Alright, I found, I was doing a bit of a visual inspection, and this vacuum line here was taken off, so we just pulled the carburetor off and got that vacuum line back on. And that would make a lot of sense why it's not running correctly. There's too much air getting in right there. So hopefully it's just fixed and that's all it was. So we'll give it another go here. Well, that definitely didn't solve the problem. So we're still looking for something else here. Alright, I checked a couple more things. I made sure our fuel shutoff solenoid here is getting power. And it is. It's getting power from the oil pressure sensor here. And we have oil pressure obviously because I saw it give it power. So next thing I'm going to do here is just eliminate this vacuum fuel pump thing, because if there's an internal leak here, that could be messing our whole program up. So we'll just make it simple and I'll just run the line above the carburetor and have a gravity feed. Fire it up and see how it goes from there. Okay, well I just put an electric fuel pump on this thing real quick so we can get rid of this vacuum powered fuel pump, just to eliminate the variable if that thing's leaking in any way. And then I went to go just check this mixture screw here, and it's all the way in bottomed out, like it won't go in anymore. So I'm imagining that's a pretty big issue. So I'm gonna get somebody to fire it up here. I'll play with this mixture screw and we'll see what happens. So yeah, fire this thing up now. Well, surprisingly, the mixture screw did absolutely nothing at all. Putting the fuel pump on fixed it. So it was this vacuum operated fuel pump that was the issue, because it runs fine now. And you can see I turned that mixture screw in and out on high idle and low idle, and it didn't do anything at all. So that's the issue, fuel pump. So threw a new electric fuel pump on there, 14 bucks, done, fixed. Let's just fire it up again one more time just to make sure. Maybe need some choke. Alright, well I got this vacuum operated fuel pump thing. We got rid of that and I just retrofitted it with an electric one. This is the old one off my Ranger on my truck. And then I just grounded it to itself here. And then I ran a 12 volt line just down to here. And I just split it here. This is the oil pressure sensor. So when it has oil pressure, there's power on here. And there was just a wire that went into this relay here for whatever that does, I don't know. So I just tapped into that. So now we have 12 volt when it has oil pressure. It'll put 12 volt up to the electric fuel pump. And it should work all properly as it should. So we'll fire it up now and make sure it works as it should, and then we're gonna see if it actually welds, because he hasn't even tried this thing to see if it welds. Yeah, I'd say it's fixed. Seems to run good now. Yeah, it seems to run good now, so I'm just gonna hook up some welding cables if we can find some, and then yeah, we'll see if this thing actually welds. Alright, well I found some cables, as you can see, and then I'm gonna see if this thing even welds. So, let's see how that goes. Well, that's that. It's all fixed. It definitely welds, no problem. And I checked the 120 volt outputs, and they work no problem too. So he's good to go now. No problems. He can go weld whatever the hell he wants now. Might as well show you around my new shop here real quick. You see, I got this huge mezzanine up here. This big crazy staircase that they built. Like in comparison to my old shop, this place is huge. Got like this whole upstairs here. I don't even have any use for this yet. I could get 2 long box Cummins there and 2 long box Cummins here. So 4 trucks in the shop and then another 4 outside. Or I could have like 2 trucks in there and be building 2 decks. And then I still got like, still moving shit around obviously, as you can see, but a ton of room for my computer setup so I can get all my tuning done and everything. And I'm just working on VP tunes. So I got a bench flashing harness with a VP44 ECU, and I got switch on the fly coming for them soon too. The theories all work, I just need to finish it up now. But yeah, figured I'd just show you guys around real quick here, because I got this nice big new shop. But yeah, that'd probably be it for this video. This is the first job I've done in here, just fixing up this welder real quick. So yeah, hit that like button and subscribe, because Got a lot of stuff coming now. Now that I got some space, I can actually take on a lot more jobs and get a lot more done. Oh yeah, and I got a plasma table there too. I just finished building that in my last shop, so that's coming soon too. I haven't finished the video for it yet.